her question concerning the wali, a girl who wants to get married, and she says that her brothers, who are supposed to be the guardians or any of them, all of them are not practicing Islam. Okay. Now I would like to do as usual and say my answer is limited to the question. I do not necessarily know who is a questioner and what are the circumstances around the person who is calling or asking the question. Fact number one, in the sound ahadith, plural of hadith, sound narrations, that the Prophet ﷺ stated that any marriage which is performed without the consent of the guardian is invalid. In one hadith he said, لا نكاح إلا بولي وشاهدي عدل. There is no valid marriage without the consent of the guardian. He is the one who gives the girl in marriage, and the testimony of two just witnesses. And أيما امرأة نكحت بغير إذن وليها فنكاحها باطل. That's the second narration. Whenever a woman gives herself in marriage without the consent of her guardian, such marriage is invalid. And he repeated that twice. What if the girl who wants to get married does not have any Muslim wali in her family? فَالسُّلْطَانُ وَلِيُّ مَنْ لَا وَلِيَّ لَهُ. Then the person who has the authority in town, if it is the governor, if it is the chief judge, if it is the local imam, if it is whoever is appointed to look after the affairs of the community. Nowadays, since these ties are not very powerful, you can go to the nearest Islamic center or local imam and narrate your story to the imam, where he will investigate whether you have family members who are Muslims or not. And in this case, it's like in the West. In order to get married, you have to get marriage certificate to make sure that this woman is not already married. She's not currently married to another man. Okay? If the brothers happen to be Muslims by name, but they are not practicing Islam, then each case should be dealt with independently, because it could be absolutely true. There are many Muslims who know nothing about Islam. They do not practice Islam. And accordingly, this person is not fit to be a guardian. And there are people who are practicing Islam, but the girl believes that he's not really practicing Islam according to my manhaj, or the way I think, or the way I expect. Or a third option, that if the girl wants to marry some guy and the guardian is objecting to that, so she says, well, my guardian is not really religiously committed. What is religiously committed means? Does he pray? Yes, he does, but he doesn't pray night prayer. It doesn't matter. Does he fast during Ramadan? Yes. Does he drink? No, he doesn't drink. So why did he say that he is not fit to be religiously committed, nor to become a guardian? Now, whims and desire may play a role in that. So we have to be very clear. My answer is general. If the girl does not have any guardian who's a Muslim, then go to the nearest masjid and consult the imam, the local imam, or the president of the Islamic community will help you in this regard. If your family are Muslims by name and not practicing Islam, again, share with the local person who can investigate and find out whether this claim is true or not. Then he will be in a charge of giving you in marriage, inshallah.